Never thought I'd be glad to sail here with a smuggler.
If anyone asks, you never met me.
This is your final warning, Kai. One more, and I put a bullet in your leg.
And here I thought we were getting...
Hey! Turn around and sail back to wherever you came from. This dock is reserved for the Imperial Envoy. And he's late. Huh. Probably died at sea. Good riddance. Ugh, shit.
Nice.
Forgive me, Envoy. I meant nothing by it. A slip of the tongue. Can we start over? Name's Cynric, captain of the local militia. We're a scrappy bunch, but we know our way around Paradise. Unlike most Adirans who couldn't find their ass with both their hands. Oh, present company excluded. They told me you were godlike, but I didn't know what to expect. Your face, it's so...
Uh-oh. Get ready to be disappointed.
Forgive me, again. We're having a bit of an emergency. No doubt you've come for the Adiran ambassador, but he's gone, along with our claviger. They traveled northwest to the Strangle Route, past the old Pargroon Wall.
You need to find the ambassador, and I need to find the claviger. How's about we partner up? The Rawatayan Navy didn't teach me fancy words, but I did learn how to count.
Kai, before you go, please keep in mind that the envoy is a respected member of the court. Make sure he comes back alive, or the Steel Garrote will have my head.
Better yours than mine.
The Steel Garrote are here as guests, helping Adirans like yourself keep the peace. Or so they say.
That's certainly what they'd like you to believe. Sounds like their reputation back home in Adir isn't any better than it is here.
They're an order of religious cutthroats, sharpening their blades for the glory of the burned queen. Oof, creepy bunch, too. Who needs enemies when you have friends like the Steel Garrote? Maybe it's better if you don't mention me at all. Speaking of the Steel Garrote, fair warning, their leader, Inquisitor Ludwig, is eager to greet you. Or possibly interrogate you. Wait, you know the Inquisitor? Dare I ask how? Well, that must have been awful. I mean, considering everything that happened. I heard she's a monster, the personal handmaiden of the burned queen. But that's not all. They say she fell in battle in the Deadfire, and death spat her back out. Not if you value your life.
We'll have time to worry about Ludwig later. Right behind you. We've got to find your ambassador and my claviger before something else does. I'll bet you're glad to be on dry land after that voyage. Come on, let's get you some fresh air. Pargrunen left these beacons all over the island. They're good for finding your way around.
Why doesn't the claviger put a stop to it?
You think, dimwit?
Greetings, friend. You look like you could use a fine weapon or a sturdy shield. I suggest you take a look at my wares before you speak to Daggerda. Who knows what...
How hard is it to answer a question?
I don't trifle with souls, ma'am.
They're tearing my home apart. Never mind. I can't believe how rude. How hard could it be to find a watcher? How did you... Actually, maybe I should talk to you. I'm clearly under some kind of curse. A band of Zorips invaded my house. Why did they do anything? First, my ship gets attacked by pirates. Then none of my plants will take. Now this happens? And they won't let me into Paradise to sort it out? The militia. I wonder if it's really the Adirans. Keep us out and themselves in. I should never...
Come here for a better life?
Then take my house key. It's northwest of here. Gods know I can't go back. And there's nothing to steal either. Come back when you've dealt with them. I'm sorry, but... Thank you.
Venture past the palisades at your own risk. There's no guarantee of safety out in the wild.
Beautiful view from these cliffs. Real long way down, too. Zorops. They may be small, but they'll overwhelm you if you're not careful. Just like the good old days. This is the Hengen's place, or was. It's the Zorops now. Right behind you. Mine now! One for you! Anything juicy? Maybe it has something to do with that wall painting in the other room. Let's check it out. I'm no art critic, but I've never seen a mural like that. Looks like an elf and Zarep holding hands. What do you see? Why don't we ask Tehangan about it? It's her house. She ought to know something.
First the thieves. Che larde. I'd heard,
Oh, hey, Sansa. Comes on a little strong, that's all.
but to meet you. A godlike of unknown provenance. Even, who knows? Perhaps you'll find. Listen, you have it. I assume. Then have you seen a cartographer in the. He must have gone far. His name is. I sent him to map the Eastern Wilds. Bandits.
You know how many so-called
It's an in.
3.
As I said, if you find him and bring me his map. Think that when he last wrote, he was mapping the. If you find him, you're.
Well, that's our marching orders then.
Oh, please tell me I can go home now. You read my journal? I should have figured I wouldn't be able to fool someone like you. Have you ever felt aimless? Like you ought to have a purpose, but you don't? Like you do any... I said the same thing at first. An animancer told me that I might have half a soul. I finally had an answer. The question was, who got the other half? I thought if I could meet this person and see what they were like, I might gain some. And then I came here and found a Zorep. Maybe, but it's not like mine. I'm so... I've got to find some meaning in all this. I can't go back and I can't go forward. I'm just... Well, if you're positive it doesn't mean me any harm, I'll go. Oh, I forgot. You still do. I didn't think... Well...
If you're gonna shoot that barrel, keep your distance. shot. Wilds are getting deadlier by the day, but people have to eat.
A rot seeps through here. Who poisons us? We cannot see.
I'm always telling visitors we're not as crazy. Odd. Didn't used to be this overgrown. I can... What am I hitting? What's the target? Coming in hot. You take lead. I got a bad feeling about whatever that bear's chomping on. Nice shot! Here it comes. It's almost like the brambles are trying to crush that house. Ready, aim. On your right. Usually venture out here. Wonder what's got them riled up. Something feels off.
It breathes. It is close.
That's the claviger. What happened?
Are you blind? We're being hunted. Get rid of the bear and we'll talk after. You monstrosity! Well done!
What happened to that bear?
That's one for us. poor bastard. One of Ludwig's toy soldiers. I never even learned their name. Not that it would have done us any good. Oh, my oh, Ambassador Falchion Hiergard at your service. And you must be our Imperial Envoy. Better late than never, I say. But keep it close until we're back at the embassy. I prefer to take bad news in the comfort. Aren't you going to introduce me? I found it pays to be prudent. The Empire doesn't have many.
Hey.
I'm charmed. It was the bear that killed him, of course. This wilderness has been a little too wild of late. Envoy!
He raises a fair question.
On my honor, as your countrymen, we heard alarming reports of the changes in the ecosystem. We tracked the corruption. So, the situation is more dire than I imagined.
We are here. Come to us. We have waited.
What's the matter? Fast. The Emperor trusts your judgment. You know something of our troubles. You suspect Ardra is said to be filled with essence. Oh, just be careful.
Take it slow.
It is you. Come closer. We feared you were but a dream. We wake from seasons of slumber. We have been waiting. A colony of insects. The many united by one purpose. We are the ache in the land. And you are familiar to us. Our memories are fractured. But you too are alone in your strangeness. Godlike. This term means nothing to us. Shackled like us. It spreads and festers and seeps and crawls. Yes, the air sings with its spores. It is an infection. A foreign body invades, the host fights back. We feel the pain of this intrusion. If an animal sickens after a fight, as it howls and sings its agony, what do you do? Death. Because some things might be pruned, some envy. How much we envy the rot festers. We could suck, but a fate. We offer you the power to heal. Decide. Do you wish a favor for a favor then? This place retire.
Incredible. Envoy.
You all right?
What happened? What?
I've said the same thing after...
I think you may have overexerted. Inquisitor Ludwig will need to hear of this. Not that she has any interest. Your interest? But while you and I answer to the Emperor, stay out of the... Make sure and use them. We'll talk more at the embassy. Envoy.
Just watch your step. There are Nice work. That'll help against whatever we face. You know, for most people, but according to... I should ask you for some good... Good to know. Though, people around talk of the... Is... Oh, I don't know how you investigated. Being a godlike... I thought every godlike knew that. That's one of the stranger things I've heard. And out here? Sorry. Now that we've seen the Dream Scourge, refugees are flooding, and people are... I like your... Unfortunately. Don't get me wrong, we have had a welcome reprieve from the usual mugging, but we're talking about an island that people who... But what about you? Someone once told me you need more than a little... I get the feeling I'll let you get some rest. It's good to be part of a...